How's it going, everyone? This is cloudchief, and in today's video I am going over another Unity NM. In this video we are going over Jester Malatrix. Jester Malatrix is a weapon NM. He actually pops at Qufim Island, and you can pop him at the Ethereal Junction at either G7, G8, or I8. It actually drops, looks like to me, a pretty decent axe for Beast. Now, to be fair and honest, I've not really played Beast that much, so it's really hard for me to compare it. But if you look at this axe, I mean, it's got plus 11 charm, plus 11 tame rate, even though I know most of the time Beasts are now using jug pets. But it's got 3 regen for your pet, and I mean, it just seems to have decent stats. So I think this would be the axe you would want to use if you happen to be using charm. I'm not sure how relevant charm is nowadays, because like I said, I don't really play Beast. But like I said, just from looking at it, it seems like it's a half decent axe, especially if you're first coming back. And then the other drop is this shield, and it's not a bad shield. It's just, I'm not sure, you know, who's going to get the most use out of it. War might get a little use out of it if you needed a little more damage taken, if you want to be fencering and using a single-handed weapon. But if you're using a single-handed weapon, you're typically going to be better off dual-wielding if your sub-job supports it. So it's not a bad shield. I think possibly Red Mage might get the most use out of it with the magic attack on it. Plus the MP from the Unity ranking. But with the immunity on it, I'm not sure how well Red Mage would like that. So it's really hard to say. It's not a bad shield, but it's nothing that amazing, and you typically can find something better if you're really looking for it. So in terms of the NM itself, I honestly didn't have a challenge at all with this NM. Going with, you know, just default trusts and Sparks gear and Bailed Weapon, and literally just spamming Pentathrust and doing nothing else. It honestly wasn't that hard of a fight. He can hit somewhat hard, but it is a, say, melee type or war type weapon, where there's typically war types or Red Mage types. It's definitely not a caster. He does not cast any spells. I only ever saw Whirl of Rage and Smite of Rage. Smite of Rage is single target on whoever has hate. Whirl of Rage is AoE for everyone around the weapon. Both moves can hurt, so it's best if you can to pull it away from your support and mages, so you're just not taking unneeded damage that needs to get healed up and just being an MP sponge. But outside of that, it wasn't really an issue. I mean, I wasn't even making sure I had shadows or anything, and I didn't really have a problem. Having shadows so that way you're completely mitigating the damage would make this fight even that much easier. He was a relatively easy NM. I think as long as you have the support to sustain you and you have enough damage to, you know, beat him, or accuracy that is, so you're not missing, just making sure you're getting enough damage, you should really win. I think the only chance you really have to lose is if you're really being an MP sponge and your mages are just getting whacked with Whirl of Rage. I think this is probably a really good NM if you are a Beastmaster, considering Beastmaster can use the shield, and that axe seemed quite decent, so possibly go for these drops if you are a Beastmaster freshly starting out. I could see you getting uses out of this. Other than that, I don't really see too many uses for this Unity NM unless you really want to burn your accolades and convert them into sparks and then just like NPC stuff. But I think if you're going to do that, you're better off doing it with the 75 NMs, because that's a better accolades to spark conversion, and I don't think you get worse drop rate doing lower NMs in terms of like Plutons and Betsu. But if you want it more of a challenge, I could see doing him as opposed to the 75 NMs. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and may you have success in all you do.